Okay. Hopefully this one works out. So this is the 26th YouTube live yoga routine. Last time the mic messed up. I think I fixed it. I disabled another mic that's on it, and I went to go check it, and then I can only hear the audio through, whoops, I just hit the mic, see? Through the Bluetooth. I took it out, cut it off, and then I couldn't get the audio back on to the computer. And I would be able to, but I didn't want to mess with it because I only had like 5 to 3 minutes until I became live. And I think that's part of it. This mic is kind of cheap. I got it from Walmart, just like my shirt. I got this from Walmart. But when I slam my hands down like that, which I know I do, I don't know why I do it. I just boom, and I think it messes up the waves. That's my guess. But I've had 3 guesses, and it seems like they're all wrong. So that's probably wrong too. So that will go into acceptance. So hopefully the mic works. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't. I'm going to have to accept it. And today what we're going to do is 4 slow sun salutations, doing them slowly. And what you want to make sure you're doing in each pose is going to where you can physically settle there, wherever that may be. Don't judge it. Once you're settled, you don't judge it. You don't think, okay, I'm not doing the pose how I should be doing it, or I should be doing it this way. Let that mindset go. You're settling in it, accepting where you are, focusing on the breathing and only the breathing. So you're not thinking about those other things of judging it or whatever. You may just start thinking about breakfast, or if this is somewhere else in the world, lunch. I don't know. And when you realize you're thinking about other things, you want to gently bring your awareness back to your breathing, because your mind will wander. You will start to think about other things. And that focus on the breathing is what allows the mind and body to become one, which is yoga. So let's go ahead and begin the mountain pose. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches one at a time. Maybe the knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed, no tension in the shoulders, no tension in the arms. And then think of yourself as being tall. So straighten up, get yourself tall, and just focus on the breathing. And in the mountain pose, you're gaining the mindset of firmness, connection, just like a mountain. The mountain is connected to the earth. It is the earth. And so are we. We're part of the earth. Essentially, we are the earth. I bring the palms together. Thumbs go to the heart center. When I bring my arms up, I'm just doing the prayer. So thumbs to the heart center. Awareness is on the breathing still. I'm going to push the arms up, out, and back. Inhale slowly. It's the first bend, so go nice and easy. Then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. And you're pulling yourself in and down, so the palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, forehead's going to the knees or towards the knees. And you're focused on the breathing. Now in this pose, you're letting yourself breathe. So when you inhale, the belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose slightly. And when you exhale, the belly goes in, so you go into the pose a little bit more. And you're focused on the breathing, but you're aware of that subtle movement of the belly and the body being pushed out and letting back in. Palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. With the low lunge, top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. Think of the hips, pushing the hips diagonally forward, but diagonally. Back is straight or maybe arched. Wherever you are, settle in the pose, accept it, focus on the breathing. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up. We're going to go to a high lunge. We're not going to stay in the high lunge, but we settle there, then move into the downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor, or they're into the floor. And just focus on the breathing. Now you're going to slide into the upward dog, drop down to the knees. In the chest, you slide up. If you need to modify this pose, just do the small cobra. With the small cobra, the belly is on the floor, chest is up, and you're using your back muscles. So you're pulling yourself up in the small cobra. Small cobra is just this. So the hands are off the floor, you're going up. And if you just want to go down like that, you do that. If you want to go to hands and knees, do that. You're going to settle in the pose wherever you are. You're going to accept it. And then you focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And again, that focus is what links the mind and body together as one, which is yoga. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it. You're going a little bit more than you were before. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor. And there's no tension in the neck, so the head is dangling. And then you're going to bring the left foot up between the hands into a low lunge. Think of the hips. Push the hips forward diagonally. Settle in the pose and accept where you are. Now the back is straight or maybe arched. And through these poses, you're warming up. So you're going into the poses more and more as you go through them. You're not trying to be somewhere. You're not trying to be where you think you should be. You're just accepting where you are. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, settle here. Then standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Settle in the pose, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale, push the air down and out. We're going to go into another one. Inhale, reaching back, arching, and then exhale, inch forward, pull yourself in and down. Settle in the pose, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. And I'm going to repeat that because it's extremely important. Because that focus is what allows the mind and body to become one. which is yoga. And it also allows you to accept where you are physically and mentally on the yoga mat. Palms to the sides of the feet. Right leg is back into a low lunge. The back foot, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips push forward. Back is straight, maybe arched. And with the mindset of acceptance on the mat, you're essentially learning how to accept yourself. And then you take that out into the so-called real world. And you accept yourself there. That is what we're learning on the yoga mat. All the health benefits and all the physical benefits like balance, coordination. Bring the toe up, toes in, the back foot, knee goes up, still in the high lunge. Then downward dog. I forgot what I was saying. I had to move into the next pose, so I forgot what I was saying. I know it's about acceptance. I know that much. So you're accepting yourself on the yoga mat, essentially accepting yourself where you are physically and mentally, and then you're taking that mindset and applying it in the real world. I know I was saying that because I've been saying that for 20 years. You're going to slide into the upper dog. Modify it how you have to. Awareness is on the breathing. Settle in the pose, accept where you are. Focus on the breathing. Back to downward dog, pushing into it, going a little bit more. You're going pushing into it a little bit more. Right foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. So the knees to the floor, top of the foot's to the floor. Think of the hips pushing them forward. Back is straight, maybe arch, settle in the pose. Accept where you are and focus on the breathing. Think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge, settle here. Then standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Settle in the pose. Accept where you are and focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Palms to the sides of the feet, left leg is back into a low lunge, so the knees to the floor, top of the foot to the floor. Think of the hips, pushing them diagonally. Get the back straight, or maybe arched slightly. Do what you can, settle in the pose. Accept where you are, focus on the breathing. Told you I'll keep on repeating that. To me, it sounds like, man, I know they're going to think, man, that guy keeps on repeating that. But then again, no one's probably going to watch this video. Doesn't matter. I'm here. So with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, settle in the high lunge. This is the high lunge. So you settle here, then move into the downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Tailbones going to the ceiling, heels towards the floor, no tension in the neck, so the head is dangling. And slide into the upward dog or modify it how you have to. Do the best you can. Settle in the pose, accept where you are. Focus on the breathing. And back to downward dog, pushing into it. So each pose, you're going into them a little bit more and more. You're warming up as you're going through the sun salutations. And you're just listening to the body. So left foot is up between the hands, low lunge. So think of the hips, push the hips forward diagonally. Knees to the floor, top of the foot to the floor, back is straight or maybe arched. Settle in the pose, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. With the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, high lunge, so settle here. Then move into the standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Got something on my shirt. Focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Palms together. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. You're just focusing on the breathing. See, I just realized I was focusing on the breathing. Then my mind wandered and I was wondering, man, I'm wondering if my breathing is too loud in the mic. So palms to the sides of the feet, right leg is back. Low lunge, think of the hips, pushing them forward. Back is straight, or maybe arch. Settle in the pose. Go where you can go, listen to your body. Once you're settled, accept where you are and focus on the breathing. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge. Settle here, then downward dog, pushing into it. So this time you should be going into it a little bit more. So the arms straight, legs are straight, heels towards the floor, tailbones to the ceiling. So you're stretching out the legs. Heels going to the floor, tailbones to the ceiling. No tension in the neck or shoulders, so the head is dangling. Now you're going to slide into the upward dog or modify it how you have to. It doesn't matter. If you're modifying it, you're listening to your body. It's okay. It's where you are. You're accepting it. Just focus on the breathing. Back to downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Going into a little bit more. It's the last downward dog, so just focus on the breathing. Accept where you are. The right foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. Hips are pushing forward diagonally. So the hips are square, so they're pushing forward. Just focus on the breathing. Now with the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge. Then standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Settling in the pose. Accept where you are. And then focus on the breathing. You're going to bring the palms together, reach out. Inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. And back to mountain pose. So I wonder how many times I said, settle in the pose, accept where you are, focus on the breathing. In that order. I know I went back and forth. After the third time, I was like, man, I'm saying this too many times. That means my mind wandered. Now, we're going to go to easy pose. We're just going to wind down and then seal it up with a yogic seal. Back is straight, hands are in front. Even this pose, you modify it how you have to. If you need to lean back, bring the legs up, go against the wall, just get comfortable. And you want to be comfortable in this pose. You don't want to really fight discomfort because your mind will focus on that discomfort. And some people do it that way. They just say, okay, that's part of it. But that's just an extra barrier, in my opinion. If you want to do that, you can do that too. Doesn't matter. So back is straight, hands are in front to your knees or in your lap, however you like to do it. Now tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder, back is straight, left shoulder's down. And still, you're focusing on the breathing. And when you're focused on the breathing, you're aware of the stretch in the left side of the neck. And that's part of what we're learning. When you're focused on the breathing, you're aware of what's going on in the side of the neck or whatever it may be. Focusing makes you aware, but you're not focused on the stretch. You're just aware. Bring the head to center, tilt the head to the left ear is to the left shoulder, right shoulder's down, back is straight, focusing on the breathing. And again, the focusing on the breathing makes you aware. And bring the head to center, tilt the head back. Bring the chin down to the chest. Keep the back straight. Bring the head to the center. Neck rolls, drop the head down to the right, down and around. As the head drops down and around, you're exhaling. As the head goes up, you're inhaling. You focus on the breathing, which makes you aware of that movement. So even that subtle movement, in a way, is a form of a moving meditation. Just focus on the breathing. And then when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Head's dropping down, you're exhaling. The head goes up, you're inhaling. And then when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Shoulder shrugs, shoulders to the ears, back, down, and around. Shoulders are going up, you're inhaling. And as the shoulders go down, you're exhaling. And when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as the shoulders go down. Inhale as the shoulders go up. And when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. As the trunk goes down and around, you're reaching out, keeping the back straight, you're exhaling. As the trunk goes up, you're inhaling. Again, just focus on the breathing, which makes you aware of the movement. And when the trunk goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to center. So I'm going to do the half spinal twist. So center yourself, back is straight. So left hand is on the right knee, right arm goes up. So think of the spine, pull yourself up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor and center the back, arm is straight, and it's against the back. You're making sure the head is twisting and you're focused on the breathing. Go ahead and release, back to center. Center yourself. Then right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, think of the spine, pull yourself up straight. Then twist, palm goes to the floor, center the back, arm is straight, and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused on the breathing. And go ahead and release, back to center. So hands are to your knees or your lap. You're just watching yourself breathe. That's what you're doing now. You're just focusing on the breathing because you're just watching it. So you're already breathing. And that's what you're watching. So you're not going to control it. You're letting go of the mindset of control. And the way to do that, or one way out of many, is just focus on the breathing. Don't control it, just watch it. And you do that by focusing on the belly. When you inhale, the belly pulls up with air, and when you exhale, the belly goes in. Just pay attention to that, or Bring your awareness and your focus to the tip of your nose. That's where the air goes in and out. Just focus on that. Now for the yoga seal, you're going to reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand leaning forward. The forehead's going down towards the floor, where it's to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. And then go ahead and bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front, back is straight. We're just going to stay here just a little bit longer. So just continue to watch yourself breathe. Now bring the palms together. Namaste. And that's it. So that's the 26th YouTube Live yoga routine. Hopefully the mic worked. Again, in the beginning, I tried to fix it and couldn't hear when I unplugged the Bluetooth. Well, turned it off. I couldn't hear the mic. I turned everything off. That's why and then I was like, man, I need to fix that. But I only had like 3 to 5 minutes. I was like, if I do that and it messes up, then I won't even be able to go live. So I didn't do it. I'll try to fix that today. And got a new computer, so I'm gonna mess with that. New computer is not this computer. I'm gonna use that new computer for work. I teach online, so I need a better computer. This computer I use for everything, so I'm gonna designate this computer just for this. It's not a good computer, which is why I'm having problems. Or maybe it's just me. It's just me, actually. I'm learning as we go, which I'm on purpose sharing. I mean, I could have got everything straight in the beginning and then started it. No, actually, I couldn't have, because if I would have done that, I would have never started. It would never have been a point where, okay, everything's perfect, or it would have been, but I would have waited too long, or things in my life, I have kids, I have a wife, I have a job, bills, that stuff would have interfered. So doing what I can, slowly getting there. Acceptance. So hopefully the mic worked. So namaste, peace and love. I'll see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time. I'm gonna fix my pants.